I am Shiva Bruhati from class 6C, here to tell you an amazing idea. As you all know, we are stuck inside our houses due to the lockdown because of the risk as we cannot go outside. And also Ganesh Chaturti is coming up very fast. As we can't go outside, we can't get any idols. So I'm going to tell you how to make an eco Ganesha here at home with the things available in your own kitchen. So the things we are going to be needing is 1/4 cup turmeric, 1/4 cup maida, a mixing bowl, spoons, a cup of powdered sugar and a glass of raw milk. Firstly, take the bowls of turmeric and maida. Put the turmeric into the mixing bowl and then add the maida. Note that these should be equal in quantity. I am using a soup spoon as it is easier to mix. We are going to add the sugar. Take a tablespoon and add the sugar into the mixture. Now, by adding little by little quantity of milk, mix with your hands to form a dough. Note, don't add too much milk at the same time, otherwise it will be soggy and will turn into a liquidy mass. I have now mixed the ingredients into a soft and smooth dough, but the dough is sticking to my hands, so we have to leave it untouched for 15 minutes. Note that the dough should not be touching the container anymore and it should all be sticking into one glue. Take a lid and cover it and note that it should not be touched for 15 minutes. Now, after 15 minutes, the dough has set and I have taken the dough and made them into different balls. Now, after 15 minutes, the dough has set and I have taken the dough and made them into different balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls. Also, for the sculpting, take a glass of water ready with you so that you can smooth out the dough if there are any cracks. I have been left with a handful of dough which I will be using to make mushika and other laddus. In 2 medium-sized balls, take one medium-sized ball, shape it roughly and keep it on a plate. Press it to form the base. Make sure there are no cracks. Then turn it upside down so that we have a smooth surface to work on. Now, take the largest ball and put it at the end of the circle away from you. If you want, take a bit of water for help. Put a little water and stick it. Now, turn it around. Shape your ball and now turn it around and stick it at the back, using water to smooth it. Don't worry about the shape as we can still sculpt it later. Now it seems pretty firm, so let's turn it around. Wow, look at that. Now the base and his stomach are ready. Now in the balls that remain, take the largest 2 balls and make them into sticks. Roll them and make them into sticks. If it seems a little unnecessary, you can always take some off. Now, as you can see, I have made a small stick. Remember that the leg should be a little fat. Now pinch it like this and make a ladle shape. Make some adjustments so it looks like the legs are facing out. If you want, you can shorten or make the legs thinner. Now it should look like this. Now take the other two mini balls from the latter and again roll it up into a V shape. Now make a shape like so in one of the strip, and for the second strip make a shape like this. So it is showing that Ganesha is holding his palm like this, and this one is indicating the Abhay Hasta. Take these hands and place them neatly on his body. I've now made a tiny little ball that resembles the laddu or modak on his hand. So now with a little drop of water, stick the ball onto his hand. Now we have only 4 balls left. So take the biggest ball and shape it up a little bit. Now this will be the head. But before we're going to stick it onto the body, we're going to put this aside and take these 2 little balls out. So these are going to be the ears. So press them lightly to make a shape. Now take the biggest ball left in the group. This will be used for the head. Now I have just placed the ball on top of the body with a dab of water. Now we'll just turn it this side and make the head flat on the back side. And take some water and just blend it in the biggest ball out of the 3 balls that remain, and I am making a small trunk. The edge should be pointy, as all trunks are, and the trunk should be a little bit skinnier than the legs and arms, but the top part should be a bit fat. Take the trunk, put it on the head like this. The trunk has blended in nicely. So what you're going to do is take the trunk carefully and twist it in the side of where the laddu is. So according to my side, it's my left. Now the trunk is over. Make sure there's a bit of a flat end near the trunk. Take the 2 balls and flatten them on all sides. And now the ears are ready. I've just attached the ears using the help of a toothpick. Now we have the basic structure of our Ganesha ready, but he is looking like he's missing something. Of course, he's missing his accessories. So let's form them, shall we? The things you're going to need for this step are paints, a toothpick, a small thread that has been looped around the size of your wrist, another toothpick or perhaps a painting brush, and 2 black peppers. Now first we are going to put the black peppers as eyes on Ganesha. Wow, he looks so cute, right? Now let's put on the ceremonial thread. Just unloop it Using the help of my toothpick, I just push in the thread. Now I'm just making a little adjustments to the trunk so that it looks like it's bended. After much trial and error, I finally got the thread back of his trunk. So now what are we going to do is take a toothpick and mark 3 lines on his forehead. So you take this and mark few lines on Ganesha's trunk to make it look like it's folding. And all the paints given here, we are going to use white, red. I have just broken up this toothpick for the sharp edge and the not so sharp edge. So now what we're going to do is cover this in white paint. Now using a bit of white paint with a toothpick, let's mark his namas. Now take the red paint, make a tiny dot at the tip. So this is going to be the kumkum. And place it exactly on the middle. Now we are going to take the tusks and attach it to his body. Now hold the tip of the tusk and put it in like so. If you're wondering why I've only used one tusk, and those who are not familiar with the story, Ganesha's tusk has broken in one part because when he was writing the Mahabharata, his pencil actually broke into two. So he broke his tusk and used it as a pencil to write the Mahabharata. That is why it's believed that he has only one tusk, complete tusk. Remember about the leftover dough I told you about? Well, now that's going to come necessary because we're going to make accessories for Ganesha. We are now going to make his kiritam or the crown. So take a part of the dough and make it into a C shape. Use your finger for detailing as it should look curved. Now take another part of the dough, this time a bit smaller, and again make it into a thick stick. And now do the same thing but a little bit shorter, as this is going to sit on top. Make it look like a croissant. That's the second layer of our kiritam. Now take a little bit more and just adjust the top so it looks flat. Take the dot that we had taken from the dough and make it into a tiny ball like the one in my hand. And slowly on the top. And make it into a conical shape. So it kind of looks like a hat. Now take us another small part of it, a little bigger than the last one. Now make it a little bit conical, but the base should be a flat. The second and third layer should be conical, so it kind of looks like a beanie. Now take a small part of the dough and make it into a ball like this. Push it flat so that it kind of looks like a jewel. And we are going to place this in the middle with the help of water. So let's just stick it onto the kiritam. Now take the paints and choose any color you want. Open it. I'm using the red paint, but this is completely optional. And color the dot. Now I've just covered the dot so it kind of looks like a jewel. Now we're going to take the kiritam or the tiara and place it on his head. So let's slowly take it so that it doesn't fall. And with the help of a little bit water, dab some water onto his face. Remember not to let the water leak to the paint. Otherwise the paint will get wet and spread everywhere. Now place the kiritam very slowly on top. Otherwise it will fall. Don't blend in the kiritam because it needs to look as if it was placed there. But on the back side you have to blend it, otherwise it will fall. Now the kiritam is ready. Now let's make the second accessory, or let's say vahanam, because now we are going to make mushika. Just take a small piece from the dough like so and make it into a ball or an oval shape. Now just press it down like so. So there's a flat bottom and a curved top. Remember, flat bottom and a curved top. Now just pinch the sides like this. Slowly extend it. Now I have made the shape at the back and squiggled it a little so that it looks and resembles Mushika's tail. Now just pinch the edges like this so that it creates a small back, and press in the front so it creates the head. Now carefully lift Mushika up and put it near the right or the left feet of Ganesha. Now take your paints. And use the tip of the toothpick that we cut out for the ivory. So take your paints again and take the edge or the leftover part of the toothpick that we cut for the tusks. So just put the end into the paint and carefully on the side we are going to carefully dot it. A very small dot is needed and tiny dot for his nozzle. Now Mushika is ready. Now let's make a very important accessory with all the leftover dough that we have. But I'm not going to name it yet because it's going to be a surprise. Take a medium-sized ball from the mass and make it into a ball. Now put it on the table and press it. Make sure it's a little bit flat. This should be enough. Now here comes the very patient part. Take a mass from this and separate bits out from the mass. Make sure that the bits are roughly the same size. These should. Now I have just added the plate a little height and placed all the balls that I made from those bits on top. Can you guess what it is? Yes, this is a place of laddus. Now finally the Vinayaka is ready. Let's compare it to one of the original figures. Wow! Wow! It's so resemblance. The resemblance is breathtaking. The feet and the hands have been portrayed clearly. Even the tusks have been portrayed very clearly. And the trunk is facing the right way. And the kiritam looks even better. Now let's take our paints again and use the end tip of the toothpick to make the swastika on the Abhay Hasta logo. Now the swastika on the Abhay Hasta is ready. This turned out to be a very fun activity to do with you. Thank you for watching my video. Stay home, stay safe, and of course, Happy Ganesh Chaturti. Wow, this turned out really good. The detail on the thread and the tusks turned out very nice. It was an amazing journey to spend with all of you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a like and comment. Stay home, stay safe and Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all.